above all of them, it's very important not to lose the human touch. We are human, we are not machines. So, of course, we will use technology in an advanced level, but there will be always humans, hopefully. So, it's very important not to lose human touch.
Hi and welcome to another episode of the peopleHum interview series. I'm your host Anushka Rajesh from the peopleHum team. Before we begin, just a quick introduction of peopleHum. peopleHum is an end-to-end, one-view integrated human capital management automation platform, the winner of the 2019 Global Cody Award for HCM that is specifically built for crafted employee experiences and the future of work. We run the peopleHum blog and video channel, which receives upwards of 200,000 visitors a year and publish around 2 interviews with well-known names globally every month. And now for our guest, Bulent is the director of Smart Starts Consultancy, and he leads a brilliant team of experts managing several recruitment and HR projects. With an experience of over 14 years in recruitment, talent acquisition, employer branding, business partnership and organizational development in multinational companies, Bulent is now providing unparalleled HR solutions to several clients since 2017. We are so happy and honored to have someone of his stature today on our interview series. Welcome, Bulent. We're thrilled to have you.
Hi, it's very good to be here with you today. Thank you for your invitation.
The pleasure is absolutely ours. So, Bulent, coming to the first question, could you, in a nutshell, tell us about how Smart Starts Consultancy exactly came to being?
Yeah, it could be a long story, but I will make it short. I have started my career in customer care and sales, and after those, my HR career began. I worked as HR business partner, senior HR specialist, and unit manager. And all of them was in big national and multinational companies, as you mentioned. So I have a total 18 years of experience in corporate environments. 14 years of it is in HR. I'm specialized at recruitment, talent acquisition, and employer branding, especially. One day I said enough for the corporate life and decided to take a short holiday. And I resigned without any future plans. I just wanted to chill because I needed it. So after a short break, my own business adventure began. I started to provide services related to my experience and to the clients in my network. It wasn't planned in detail at those times, but one thing for sure, when I was planning my business, my vision was always being boutique, providing tailor-made solutions, being fast and niche, and it still is. So first year in business, I was in Turkey, and it was a one-man show, actually. I just worked by myself. After I have noticed some opportunities in UK market, I decided to move my business to London. It was like 3 years ago. Recruitment and HR market is so big and advanced here in UK. All the new practices usually starts from here. For my business growth and for my personal development, I thought London would be the next best thing. My business is still small, and I don't have a big intention to make it become a very large scale company to lose the spirit. But I'm not alone now. I have a team working with me, and they are really brilliant.
That's great, and just congratulations on the success of your business. It's great how you motivated so many people along the way, and you actually came to London where you wanted to, and you're in such a commendable position right now. So congratulations, Bulent.
Thank you very much. We are still on the road, of course, but we have some small achievements, yeah.
Right. So, coming to the second question, like the war for talent has always been prevalent throughout the history of recruitment. So, in your opinion, what do you think are some important lessons in this war?
Yeah, the problem is really not new. There is an article which published in Forbes, and it summarizes the situation very accurate. The phrase war for talent was first mentioned in 1997 by Stephen Hankin of McKinsey. Also, in the 2001 book, The War for Talent, written by some co-authors, predicted that the make or break for firms in the next 2 decades would be the ability to attract, develop, and retain talent. It's a good forecast, isn't it? And there is definitely a war for talent, brutally than ever, because the only competition for companies is not another company itself now. Lots of talents individually can start a business at a very young age and have possibility to be successful. So small and medium businesses are more powerful than ever. My first foot to go to the employers: do you listen? Do you know what the right talent for your organization you want? How can you attract them? Where to find them? Just putting some ads to some popular career pages, it's not good enough. For recruiting the right talent is getting difficult day by day. So because of that, we can't have the luxury to do short-term plans. We definitely need a talent acquisition strategy, ideally built under talent management strategy. But strategy is not good enough by itself. Quoting Peter Drucker, famous Peter Drucker, culture eats a strategy for breakfast. So if you don't have a culture to attract the right talent, you are nothing. Your employer value proposition must be very attractive. First of all, you need to have an employer value proposition. And I'm not talking about polishing your brands. You should be honest and transparent, maybe unique. And it doesn't work when a corporate page saying, we are this, we are that. Let your employees speak for your company. And it's not easy, I know. You should make them happy and satisfied first to spread the word, right? Learning and development is another thing. What kind of non-conventional trainings or development plans do you provide to your employees? And can you measure the effectiveness of them? The other things are work-life balance, flexibility, and investing to well-being of your employees. These are the other things I can say.
That's great. I love how you actually encapsulated so many points in one. That was really enlightening, and I think our audience are really going to benefit from that.
Thank you.
So, also, what do you think are some of the key takeaways from recruiting for companies? And especially now with the acceleration of HR tech and AI and automation in HR, do you think this HR tech has actually caused a shift in the way things are run in HR today?
Yeah, there are so many key takeaways actually. I'm not giving some advice from an upper level because I'm still applying the advices I give. So this is my adventure, my story, and I'm just telling my story underneath these advices, you know. So I can tell if you're a business owner, you should listen to your clients as well and asking the right questions. Sometimes even a client don't know what he or she wants. As a consultant, you have the obligation to know better and to inform them about the market and talent situation. So you should be 1, 2, 3 steps ahead from your customers. ATSs are everywhere now, and they are getting smarter and smarter. You should choose a good applicant tracking system which fits to your needs to find the right talent by using the right technology. And it's a little bit scary, but we are talking about AI interviews today. Maybe now we think that they can't replace a human touch, but believe me, someday, and it's not a very far future, we will use them as well, maybe beginning with mass hirings, I guess. Couple years ago, I don't remember who said, but somebody told, in 10 years, HR specialists won't get a job unless they don't know how to code. We are still not in that phase, but we need to know how to use, integrate, and be an admin for lots of apps and programs, more than a standard user, don't we? In my case, for example, I use 14 different, I'm not exaggerating, 14 different design and editing programs to make a proper communication with my target audience. So yeah, these are the key takeaways for me.
That's great. So, Bulan, in your opinion, do you think AI and HR tech can actually replace the human and human resources?
Not entirely, but we will definitely use these technologies, these artificial intelligence related technologies. So think of it. For example, you are hiring new graduates in a mass volume. So maybe 2,000 new graduates are applying to the job ad. And ideally, you want to do all the interviews one by one, but it's not realistic, you know. So maybe you are just interviewing 50 or 60 people with your human workforce. But with an AI interview, you will have the opportunity to make all the interviews, maybe 2,000 interviews. And so I know there's a long way to this because it should get smarter. It will be a good opportunity for especially HR specialists who use technology properly. So I don't believe there will be a replacement. Maybe not entirely, maybe small replacements, but we will need always good HR specialists who are good at good with technology, you know. So I don't believe it will be a replacement, but we will use it for sure.
Right. So you're saying HR tech will be used more as an enabler to help HR specialists than actually replace them.
Exactly, today's situation. We didn't have applicant tracking systems like 50 years ago, but we still definitely use. We are using this, and there is no replacement. So with lots of new technologies. For example, if we mention the social media as a new technology, 50 years ago, we didn't use the social media for hiring, recruiting, or polishing our employer brands. And instead of replacement, we created new business areas, new job opportunities like social media specialists, digital marketing, blah, blah, blah. So maybe there will be a good job opportunity to use AI technologies as well.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Thank you very much, Bulan, for that one. Also, do you think employer branding is an important tenet to any multinational corporation? And like, what are your views exactly on how one should create like unique and a unique space, especially in the digital world that we are right now?
Yeah, I guess we we just think we are all digital, but are we? And really, I think for myself, I was always good with technology. I'm a good advanced user, but did I digitalize my business 100%? Not sure. It's a very long journey. But of course, we are in the right path. We all know we should exist on social media, for example. But again, how do we exist? Are we scaling? Are we measuring the effectiveness of it? Do we know enough about characteristics of generations that we are willing to hire? What do they choose? What are their priorities? What makes them happy? Is it good enough to just share pictures about, oh, we are so happy, we are the best, look how we laugh, oh my God, it's so fun to work here. But is it enough? So it's important to create uniqueness. First, we should ask ourselves again, how agile are we are? As a company, how much time does it take to embrace a new technology and integrate to our very cores? Are we doing this just because our competitors do? Or do we really need this? Also, are we considering the human side while we are running this integration process? Or are we just implementing them and creating another system which people don't use? Do we have the right tools? And another question, did we prepare our employees to retain, transform, and engage them to carry out the transformation and embrace the new culture? Did we transform our employee experience as well? Luckily, Z generation, millennium generation, is very good at transforming and adapting. So we are lucky, but still we should consider all of the questions above.
True, true, absolutely. That was a really enlightening and fresh perspective that you gave us, and it's great how you're actually your attitude actually so open and welcoming of whether it's the Gen Zs or the millennials, and for a brighter tomorrow with tech. That's great.
Yeah, thank you. We should be open because it's in near future, the millennium generation will start to lead us, you know? It's not a choice. It's an obligation to understand the new generations.
True, true. So, what would you also tell our listeners and viewers about those who are actually aspiring to start with the world of talent acquisition? Do you have
Run, run for your lives. I'm just kidding. There has never been a single day I didn't enjoy my job for 4 years now. Before building your own business, it's not the only way, but you might choose to work in a corporate environment. Both client and agency side, consultancy side would be ideal. You will never believe how much you will learn. People types, different ways of working, being a project member or maybe a leader, how to report, how to communicate effectively, problem solving, risk management, managing a budget, financial management, etc., etc. And I learned from my mistakes for sure. If you think starting your own business, please plan, plan, plan. Analyze what the market needs, what you can provide differently, what makes you different than your competition. But do not drown in your plans. At some point, you should start and act. Never stop learning. I'm 42 years old and I still have so much to learn. And for that, read, listen, attend to webinars, blah, blah. It's an ongoing process. While your brain cells are fresh, put some good information about your profession as much as you can. And do it according to a schedule. We people are very good at procrastinating these kinds of tasks because of any other more important work to finish. So having a schedule is good. And it would sound dramatic, but please, please be honest to everyone, to yourself first. If you don't know, don't hesitate to say it that you don't know. But next time, be prepared, learn and apply. Show the world your progress. And you know what? Honesty is very easy and relaxing. And it's very good for people who are not good at telling lies like me. Yeah, these are the takeaways for me.
That was some really good positivity from your end. Love the last bit. And I completely agree with you on the fact that there's no start and end point to learning. It's a constant process that we're all in. And that's great, Bulent.
Thank you. And uh, above all of them, it's very important to not to lose the human touch. You know, we are human, we are not machines. So, of course, we will use technology in an advanced level, but there will be always humans, hopefully. So it's very important to not to lose human touch.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, thank you so much, Bulent. It was an absolute honor and wonderful. Felt really good talking to you. Honestly, I learned so much in this half an hour interview. I'm sure our audience and viewers are going to benefit from this as well. Uh, Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you very much. It was so lovely, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, and hope to see you again soon.
Yes, absolutely. We'll surely stay in touch, and you have a safe and healthy time ahead of you.
Thank you. Likewise.